What if this shit zoomed in? JR the one.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. You make me better, I can't lie. I think it's time you've done this for a while. I'm trying to be your one and only one you looking at. I start tripping when I look at you up in your eyes. No, no, no. You being honest when you tell me that you proud of me. Seen a different side of me, nah, baby, you my property. I see you in your bed, making bitches mad. I'm trying to lock it down, trying to be your man. You the one. In my life, you my love. Never cap, never fuck. Fuck with you, can't make it up. Yeah, ain't want a man again. I'm trying to handle that. I'm trying to do the things he never did, been saying that. Spend time with you, pick your brain, I like that candle wax. You told me that niggas fucking with your heart. Cheated from the start, he treated you with no regard. Lock it down, focus on yourself and fix it up. Brought it up, ask me if you'll ever find a one. You don't judge me. You don't judge me. You just love me. You just love me. You just love me. You the one. In my life, you my love. Never cap, never fuck. Fuck with you, can't make it up.
Okay, yeah, I'm happy I let the song play out. Bro, a huge reason why I love listening to this nigga's music is because you could tell that he's speaking from a vulnerable, authentic place. And throughout all his songs that he's dropped before, like if you go back and listen to Larsa, or my favorite song from this nigga is Feed the Dogs. Like Feed the Dogs, tough. Larsa number two. Um, ooh, we'll get back to this though. We'll get back to this because I'm not even gonna go in order of every song I like because I fuck with all this nigga songs because he, bro, like I said, authentic, vulnerable place. But it's just like just hearing like the way he's willing to be vulnerable, like this, the context in which he speaks is amazing to me because like bro, like not a lot of people are able to reach that level of vulnerability, but the fact that like it almost feels too real to be fake is another thing. It doesn't seem like he's just writing just like create, like, you know what I mean. A lot of niggas are great at storytelling shit that never happened, but and it's like, not to say that they're questionable, but like it's just like bro, it's like, did that really happen? But like he sounds like he's like, again, like, and what he's speaking about isn't something you really have to question. It's just like he said, what did he say? He said, "You don't judge me." He's talking about niggas playing with her heart or whatever, wasting time and this and that. But like he's also speaking like it just the context of the song in general is just insane to me. So when I hear this nigga's music, I'm like, bro, I'm instantly attracted to it because I'm instantly interested in and need and want more because he doesn't overdo it. You know what I mean? A lot of niggas overdo it or underdo it, but like it's just depends on who you are, I guess, and what you like. But again, this is a nigga that hasn't missed for me. Like, you know what I mean? And I think the last song he dropped was last year, or maybe been in the beginning of this year, one of the two. So it's not, but he has not dropped. I know for sure he hasn't dropped since I started posting videos and reacting and making reviews, and since like May, I believe I started in, which is crazy to say. But yeah, like I guess just like he doesn't have hasn't made a bad song. One thing I will say about his music that I would like to see is like I want to see him collab. with other artists because he can make music in his world and shit like that, but like can you go to somebody else's world and do what they do or bring them to your world and make it work? Like there's a lot of artists that he could collab with and a lot of artists that he could learn from, but can also learn from him. So it's like a two-way street. And as as like again, like you've seen, like I'm pretty sure at the bottom, like oops, at the bottom row, like these are all his songs that are out. This nigga needs to drop a EP, a mixtape or something. Like it just like, cause like another thing, and this is again a lot of like, and I sound repetitive, but it's like a lot of the habits that a lot of you guys have in the underground scene here is like you guys drop individual songs that are great and it's fine and dandy, but like what solidifies niggas and what solidifies like artists is like mixtapes, EPs, albums. Like, can you put together a great body of work? Can you be that consistent? Because there's a lot of niggas that can drop individual songs and like they're consistent. And we're kind of phasing out in the next few years those artists that can't drop albums and mixtapes because we don't get a lot of like classic albums or mixtapes anymore because niggas will throw together a bunch of their individual songs and releases that don't add up or amount to shit. And with the content that he gives us and the substance that he has in his music, he could very easily drop a very, very, very good mixtape or album at the very least. I wouldn't want to see him overdo it, like past like 15 songs max. As that, but that goes for any album. I don't care who you are. I don't want to hear more than 15 songs. You're gonna drown out your sound. You're gonna downplay your substance. You're gonna put out more songs that could that than you should have. That could have been, you could have dropped two, or you could drop two songs that could have just been one. Like you know what I mean? Like there's too much that goes into that. So like when it comes to album time or mixtape time for this guy, I definitely want to see like how he puts together an album or a mixtape because that really does matter, especially with the substance that he has. He could put out a lot of heavy hitters, and his main fan base is going to be females, which is a great thing because we know hood niggas. Like if you the sad part is like, if you like trap music or whatever, niggas aren't spending money on your music as much as you would if you were an R&B artist, and that's just how it goes. You could look at the numbers, you could do whatever you want to do. We could check the facts. Unless like you're really, really knocking out the park and you're really making music that translates and you're making hit trap music, it's going to be very hard for you to sell as much as an R&B artist that has this much substance. Because naturally R&B artists have more substance than than country singers, than rock singers, than pop. It's hard to compete with pop because pop is just like every like, it's just like you could be a great R&B singer but you can transition into pop because like that's where the most money's at and that's like the one genre that caters to damn near everybody loves a good pop song especially in the summertime, you know what I mean? But again, like this nigga, to hear him put out a mixtape and a sub like or something that like a body of work that would actually mean something would be insane still. And honestly, I would love to hear him collab with it's Kai. I think yeah, it's Kai. I think him and so called Jay can make a song, a good song together. Julius can make a song. They'd make a great song. If this nigga got in the studio with Julius, the amount of shit that Julius could teach him is ridiculous. Cause I've seen JR perform too multiple times. So like he's a great performer and like the way he gets his crowd involved and like the way he speaks to a crowd and like he caters to a crowd and his music is received so well, it would be hard not to fuck with a song that those two would make. You know what I mean? Like him and Julius, I'm saying. But there's a few other artists I would like to see him collab with just because he makes great hooks. But I feel like he could overdo it on certain singing parts. But other than that, bro, like it just depends who you are and like you know what I mean. But that like, I may say that, but somebody else may come along and be like, that's why I fuck with him. You know what I mean? So who am I to tell somebody to what to change up specifically when it comes to certain things like that? But yeah, bro. Like again, this is a super sleeper for me. But if I had a sleeper list for how many niggas in the city that could be top of the ranks, but they're not because of how much they don't drop, it'd be insane. Him and North Face Tay would be at the top of the fucking list. So called J2. These niggas do not drop enough. you gotta drop more, 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 more. Like you guys can't drop like maybe 2 or 3 times, and like until you have that one song with a lot of substance that like stands the test of time and like kind of carries you through a longer period of time. But even then, they're going to demand more and they're gonna want more, and you're gonna need to put out more to stay relevant. I can't remember who I seen said this, but like you got to be in like 15 places at once just to be seen once. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of work. So once you get into that full grind mode and full drop mode, like you really gotta work on some shit. I have a few ideas for 2026. I could hope may come to fruition. So and he'd definitely be one of those niggas that I would call still. So and I would love to see him work with. I would love to see him work with trap artists. Him and Sav. Oh my gosh. After Sav dropped for, I think it's For My Mom. Is that the song? Is that what the song's called? I don't want to get this wrong. For My Mom, bro. Like him and Sav would make a stupid song, but obviously like that's like almost damn near. I won't say unattainable because Sav actually does tap in and he does pay attention. Got to give him credit for that. Um, yeah, For My Mom. Like him and Sav would make a stupid pain song, but him and It's Kai would go crazy, would absolutely go crazy. Who's I can't remember who the other person is, bro. But like at this point, I've been talking for too long. It's been 11 minutes, so yeah. But no, shout out to Jr. Bro. I hope bro. If you go another month without dropping, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.